If you walk through the cobbled streets of Krakow today, the warm aroma of butter, fried onions, and freshly boiled dough drifts from tiny kitchens hidden inside medieval buildings. Inside, generations of Polish cooks patiently fold delicate half-moon dumplings called pierogi. To visitors, they are simply delicious comfort food, but to Poland, they are edible history. The story of pierogi begins long before modern Poland existed. Historians still debate their exact origins. Some believe stuffed dumplings traveled west from Asia along ancient trade routes, while others argue they evolved independently across Eastern Europe. Whatever their birthplace, by the Middle Ages, these humble dumplings had found a permanent home in Poland, where they would become one of the country's greatest culinary symbols. One of Poland's most beloved legends credits their arrival to Saint Hyacinth, known in English as Saint Hyacinth. According to tradition, after the devastating Mongol invasion of Krakow in the 13th century, the Dominican friar fed the starving population with simple stuffed dumplings. Whether the story is entirely true or not, generations of Poles have affectionately remembered him as Saint Jacek of Pierogi, proving that food and faith often become inseparable in national memory. By the 1600s, pierogi had become so deeply woven into Polish life that they appeared in the country's earliest surviving cookbook, Compendium Ferculorum, published in 1682. The recipes revealed a surprising variety of fillings and preparations, showing that pierogi were already far more than simple peasant food. Unlike many famous dishes, pierogi never belonged to only one social class. Wealthy nobles enjoyed luxurious versions filled with game meat, mushrooms, and expensive spices, while farming families prepared simpler fillings, using potatoes, cabbage, buckwheat, or fresh cheese. The dough remained almost identical, but what lay inside reflected the seasons, local harvests, and the family's prosperity. Every important celebration in Polish life seemed to have its own special pierogi. Weddings featured elegant versions stuffed with poultry and mushrooms. Christmas Eve tables displayed dumplings filled with sauerkraut and forest mushrooms, symbolizing simplicity and gratitude. Sweet, fruit-filled pierogi appeared during summer harvests, while funerals even had their own traditional baked varieties in some regions. The dumpling became a companion for nearly every chapter of life. As Poland's royal capital for centuries, Kraków became one of the country's greatest centers of culinary tradition. Merchants, monks, students, and royal chefs all contributed new ideas to local kitchens. Markets overflowed with fresh dairy products, mushrooms gathered from nearby forests, and vegetables grown in fertile countryside, giving Krakow's cooks endless possibilities for creative fillings. Perhaps the most famous variety today is Pierogi Ruskie, despite its confusing name. Many visitors assume it refers to Russia, but the name actually comes from the historical region of Red Ruthenia, which once belonged to the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Filled with mashed potatoes, fresh white cheese and onions, these creamy dumplings became one of Poland's most beloved comfort foods. Making pierogi has always been more than cooking. In countless Polish households, families gather around the kitchen table, each person assigned a task. One rolls the dough, another cuts circles, someone prepares the filling, while grandparents carefully pinch every dumpling closed by hand. Recipes are rarely measured with scales. Instead, they're passed down through memory, experience, and countless family conversations. Cooking techniques vary just as much as the fillings. Most pierogi are gently boiled until they float to the surface, but many are then pan-fried in butter until the edges become golden and crisp. A generous topping of caramelized onions, sour cream, or crispy bacon transforms each serving into a complete meal. The contrast between soft dough and crispy edges is part of what makes every bite unforgettable. The resilience of pierogi mirrors Poland's own turbulent history. During wars, occupations, and economic hardship, expensive ingredients became scarce, but flour, potatoes, cabbage, and seasonal vegetables remained accessible. Families adapted recipes to whatever they had, proving that even difficult times could still produce comforting meals. Pierogi became symbols not only of nourishment, but also of endurance. After millions of Poles emigrated during the 19th and 20th centuries, pierogi traveled with them across the Atlantic. In cities like Chicago, Cleveland, Detroit, and Toronto, immigrant communities preserved family recipes that connected new generations to their homeland. Today, pierogi festivals, church fundraisers, and neighborhood kitchens continue these traditions far from Poland. Yet nowhere do pierogi feel more at home than in Krakow. Hidden inside centuries-old restaurants, tiny milk bars, and family-run pierogarnie, cooks continue folding thousands of dumplings every day. Some follow recipes unchanged for generations, while others experiment with fillings like smoked sheep's cheese, duck, spinach, truffle mushrooms, or seasonal berries. Tradition and innovation comfortably share the same plate. Every August, Krakow celebrates its love for these humble dumplings with the annual Pierogi Festival. Chefs compete for awards, visitors sample countless varieties, and the city's historic squares fill with the aromas of boiling dough and sizzling butter. It's a joyful reminder that one of Poland's simplest foods continues to inspire extraordinary pride. Perhaps the greatest secret of pierogi isn't hidden inside the filling at all. It's found in the hands that shape them, the families that gather around the table, and the generations that refuse to let tradition disappear. Every folded edge tells a story of patience, resilience, and home. So, when you finally sit down in a cozy Krakow restaurant and lift your first steaming pierog from the plate, you're tasting far more than flour, potatoes, or cheese. You're holding centuries of Polish history in the palm of your hand.